Alright, this is the battle against my friend Hope. Let's get started. So I go ahead and lead off with Kiyomi here, while he goes and leads off with his fortress. Very nice shiny fortress. I go ahead and get my son up, and I go ahead and lead with the Fire Blast, go ahead and get as much damage as I can to this fortress. Knocks it all the way down to the Sturdy, which is very impressive, Kiyomi. And he goes ahead and uses Toxic Spikes. Now, I don't really like that move, so that's going to be a real pain in the ass for my team. So I go ahead and hit him with another Fire Blast, which I really wish I would have saved that, but oh well. But that's going to go ahead and take care of Fortress. And next up is going to be this Seismitoad. So obviously Kiyomi can't do anything to that Seismitoad. So I'm going to go ahead and switch into Tsubasa, predicting he's going to go for Earthquake. But he actually goes for Muddy Water. But he avoids the attack, and he goes for the Protect. And the Brave Bird is countered, but I go for the Tailwind here, predicting that he would block my Brave Bird. And he goes for the Muddy Water immediately. So I'm going to go ahead and hit him with another Brave Bird while my son goes away. That was very quick. So this Brave Bird's going to hit for a little bit, about 60% there. That Citrus Berry's going to take care of that recoil. So that's no big deal. But he's going to go for this Giga Impact. It's going to hurt like crazy, but surprisingly, Tsubasa was able to tank that, which, coming from that Seismitoad, is very impressive, and a bit surprising. But I'm going to go for the Brave Bird again, and go ahead and wreck this Seismitoad. However, the recoil finishes off Tsubasa, so he goes down. So no more Talonflame. So I go ahead and get Kiyomi back on the field so I can get her Drought back up. And he switches into his shiny Zebstrika. God, I love that thing. I'm so jealous of his team right now. He's got all those shinies. It's so pretty. But his Zebstrika goes for the Protect while Kiyomi gets poisoned from the Poison Spikes. And Fire Blast obviously gets blocked, so that's obviously draining my PP from Fire Blast. And this Zebstrika goes for Discharge, which hits for about 50% on Kiyomi, while this Fire Blast hits for a clean 75% health. Which is very impressive, Kiyomi, very impressive. So now I withdraw Kiyomi because I really need her in this battle. But I'm going to send out a Matarasu, my shiny Rapidash. And of course he's going to go ahead and get poisoned. Goddamn Toxic Spikes. So Poison's going to take its damage. He tried to use Protect, but it didn't matter. He gets the Quick Claw, even though he doesn't really need it. Especially since he's going for Protect. And my Flare Blitz gets blocked. I take damage from the poison. That's not a big deal right now. But Amaterasu actually outspeeds and hits them for the kill with Flare Blitz. And that takes care of Zebstrika, and there's not too much recoil on that, because there really wasn't that much HP to begin with. But my son goes away again. So I'm going to have to get a Kiyomi out here sooner or later. So now I'm going to have to deal with this Mandibuzz. Now this thing's a real pain in the ass, because if you don't know, Mandibuzz is incredibly bulky. So I go for the Wild Charge, and it does about 40%, which is good. But now Mandibuzz is going to go for this Brave Bird, and Matarasu is going to get taken out, which really sucks. So now gets hit with a recoil, but it immediately gets that health back from the lefties, so it doesn't even matter. So I go ahead and send Kiyomi back in, so I can get my Drought back up. And as you can see, Kiyomi is putting in work in this battle. So I'm going to go for the Fire Blast, try to get some damage on this Mandibuzz. And I actually nearly take this damn thing out. It's very impressive. But however, it still lives and goes to the fly. Kiyomi takes the poison damage. So I'm going to go ahead and use Protect on Kiyomi. So we can live that fly. And Mandibuzz is going to get some help from the lefties again. While Kiyomi takes that poison damage again. So Kiyomi doesn't have much time left. So I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse. It is really a gamble on this one since, one, it doesn't kill, and that thing completely resists. But I thought he was going to go for Protect, so I don't know. Kiyomi only had one more turn in her, so she did good. But he goes for the U-turn, takes out Kiyomi, switches into his Aggron. And I'm going to go for 666, my Houndoom. And of course, he gets poisoned. But I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve my Houndoom, because I know he's going to pop the Mega on that Aggron, especially since I saw his team review. So let's go ahead and pop the Mega Ring, get that Mega Aggron on the field. Yeah, you big behemoth, bring it on. So he's going to go for the Protect, obviously, since he's playing so defensively, and he's really considering all his tactics around those toxic spikes, which is a pretty good idea, but it's not really working for him so far yet. So I'm going to have Houndoom go for the Fire Blast and just completely decimate this Mega Aggron, which a Fire Blast from anything will decimate Mega Aggron. It really didn't bother me, but especially since I had Solar Power up as well, and the Sun. So that was basically a double boost on my Fire Blast. And we're back to this Mandibuzz. And I'm going to go for Nasty Plot, which I'm anticipating it's going to use Protect, but it doesn't. It actually goes for the Brave Bird. So it was a bit of an empty setup, but I lived the Brave Bird just barely. But it takes itself out with a recoil, which is nice for me, but I take the poison damage, but I live. So Houndoom's still here. And we're going to go for this Volcarona now. But he doesn't go for the protective Volcarona, and I'm able to take this thing out with a Fire Blast just for a clean one-hit KO. And that's it for this guy. So Hope put in a very good amount of work. He had a very good strategy going, but it just wasn't enough to take me out. But I got to give him his props. That Toxic Spikes Protect combo was very nice, and I'm really, really impressed with that Mandibuzz. But that's about it for that one.